Hello everybody, my name is Chansa. I'm going to show you Part Tale 1, the Tales of the Unknown, the re-release, Trilogy on Steam. I believe this was released in 2019. I do remember playing this when it first came out on my Commodore 64. And there's quite a bit of enhanced features that make this game a ton better. Like, it's no longer this grayish black and white background. It's all full color. I believe it's in 720p. So some of the differences I noticed right away is that your character creation screen, there are a ton more avatars you can pick. And they're all animated, including the monsters you fight. There's some sort of animation going on, like whether there's like sparks or flames or arrows. They're no longer just still images. So you also get a nifty little town map that is accessible in the menu options. The other menu options give you a ton of information about like the classes, the races, the different jobs, or the different abilities. So that is all accessible in the menu options. Along with that, one of the best things or best improvements that I noticed right away is I do remember always have to type out the 4-letter spells, which is a pain to remember all these spells, because there's like close to 200 of them. So instead, there are menu options. You can go and you can go to different tabs for buffs or healing or single target or AoE. So that is a major enhancement that I noticed right away. What else? The scrolling of the text is easily 2 to 4 times faster than I remember. And that's also toggleable in the menu options. So right now I have my text scrolling at the midway point, and that is easily 3 times faster than what I remember. So lots of great improvements so far. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play and try to walk you through what's going on here. So this is the tile that you hit before the boss room. And you type in Spectre Snare to get the Spectre Snare weapon. And this is usable on a bard. And from what I've read, this bard weapon will be good all the way up to through Bard's Tale 3. So the suggestion is to equip this right away. And you can see I kind of battle my way through to the 5th floor. I've taken some damage and obviously gained a level, which I wasn't going to go all the way back, because if you do, you'll probably get another level getting to this boss fight. So after you answer that question, you're in complete darkness. Then you should swap out some gear, like put that Spectre Snare on. Right now I'm rebuffing my characters, because you have to go through all these like darkness and anti-magic zones. So right now is just kind of getting all my characters situated, because the next tile forward is the boss fight Mangar. So yeah, just bear with me resorting all their gear, making sure that everything's right. Then you want to save. I also did want to show you guys that their stats, and I've meticulously re-rolled all their stats so that they were what I consider perfect rolls. So perfect hit point rolls, spell point roll, the critical hit roll for the hunter, and the 3 stats for the rogue. So until they were either near perfect or absolutely perfect, I didn't accept it. So my total gameplay time is about 25 hours, but add another, I think, 80 or 90 hours on top of that just for the rerolls. And I believe this is my 4th party build, because I think one of the builds suggested 3 dwarf paladins and 3 elf mages, which got super boring. And yeah. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I've decided to name all my characters my favorite candy bar names, like Toblerone, Kit Kat, Snickers, Butterfinger, whatchamacallit, Twix, and Baby Ruth. This list is it's not complete, but these are just some of my favorite candy bars. And I also, the first character, I also like to name, in every game I play, at least one character Chansa, my namesake. So that first character is the monk. And this is a fairly diverse group. So the monk is a human monk. That is a dwarven paladin. The next up is a half-elf bard. And then this one is hobbit rogue. And then this one's a half-elf, half-orc hunter. This is an elf mage. And that is a gnome mage. Now I'm just gonna pause it real quick here. Now I did dabble with all 3 mage races. I tried human, elf, and gnome. And as you start approaching level 15, you can start noticing the difference between the mage classes very apparently. So we'll start with the human mage. They have pretty baseline stats, even if you have perfect rolls for them. So they'll have more hit points than the elf mage, and significantly less spell points than the elf mage, which is why it makes sense that people suggest making an elf mage. Now, if you see the difference between Twix and Baby Ruth, remember Twix is the elf mage, and Baby Ruth is the gnome mage. And once again, these are perfect hit point and spell point rolls, all the way through to whatever their current level is. So you can see that the elf mage has 20 more hit points, but 20 less spell points than the gnome mage. Oh, and there's a progression of the mages, so you have to decide. Well, actually, you have to start off with either magician or conjurer, and that's it. And then after that, you have a choice of going magician or conjurer, sorcerer or wizard. There are 2 train of thoughts. One is to go magician, conjurer, sorcerer, then wizard. And another train of thought is to go magician, sorcerer, wizard, conjurer. And let me explain the 2 real quick. So my first build, I decided to go the most popular route, which is magician, then conjurer, sorcerer, then wizard. The problem is that if you look at the experience point tables for each level, sorcerer typically needs double the experience points than magician or conjurer. And then wizard needs double the experience points over the sorcerer per level. So if you end up being the wizard, then you're in the millions of experience points past level 15. But then something weird happens after level 20. They all require just 230,000 experience in Bar's Tale 1 or 200,000 experience in Bar's Tale 2 or 3. So it's just a little bit harder if you happen to stay in Bar's Tale 1 for a bit to level up like a sorcerer wizard. So I wound up scrapping my first 2 builds and then decided to change up the order of my mage progression from that mage, conjurer, sorcerer, wizard to magician, sorcerer, wizard, conjurer. And then of course if I started off as a conjurer, then I ended as a magician. So, but again, no matter which way you go in Bar's Tale 2 and 3, they all have even 200,000 experience points to go from the 6 or 7 million you need from Wizard. So you could do it that way, if it doesn't really matter. But I wanted my mage classes to have a decent amount of levels on them, and then getting to level 13 Wizard takes a long time. So just keep that stuff in mind. It doesn't really matter in the end which way you go, because once you hit Bar's Tale 2, it's kind of like everything kind of breaks even so long as your mage classes are 21 or above. Okay, moving on. So this is the final boss. He is, it depends on which one you read. He's either like an archmage or an archdemon or an archmage demon. But either way, he's super strong. He's 50 feet away from me. And he's got some demons and vampires in front of him. So the idea is to get rid of his front-line troops as quick as possible, because either one of those groups can kill your characters in one hit, or stone them, or reduce their levels, like all kinds of bad stuff. And of course Mangar can kill you in one hit, stone you, summon more guys. So you want to deal with, well, all of them as soon as you can. And right now I'm just kind of going through my options of how to deal with these guys, because I don't know if you saw, but my ranger could hit Mangar on his first arrow. So I figured, oh, I got this now. And then this is what happened. My paladin got stoned. So I could just beat everybody right now and deal with that paladin dead. But what I wanted to do instead was resurrect him. Well, first you have to unpetrify him, then resurrect them, then heal them up to full so they don't die again. Otherwise, you end the game with one character that is missing a ton of experience. So I wanted to make sure all my characters were fully revived, so they reap the reward of the experience and gold and everything. So here I am trying to whittle them down to just one guy and resurrect my guy in the process. So you have to not overkill and just be one guy hanging. And so to turn this guy from petrified to fully alive is a 3-step process. So I've unstoned them, resurrected them with one hit point, And then you gotta resurrect them to full, because the demon can still hit your back ranks. The last thing you want to do is finish the game with one character dead. So here I am trying to heal them to full before I go for the killing well. So this should be the killing well. And there he is, dead. You get some experience and some gold. And then this guy comes out and thanks you for your service. And he rewards you with 300,000 gold and 300,000 experience. Which is a lot of experience. And then it just ports you back to the what is it called? The Adventurers Guild. And then it's just cleanup time, where I'm just gonna go to a temple, cause you can't undo that drain on your own. So in other words, what that means is he's drained by 1 level. So you wanna heal that up. And then eventually I'll have to go and identify all these items. So I'm gonna go to Rachka's right now to heal up their spell points. And then eventually you want to identify all your loot. And then decide what you want to keep and sell. Because you have that maximum 40 slots inventory. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is proof of completion for Bard's Tale 1. The remake in 2019 on Steam. Thanks for watching. Bye.